I realized that I had to take matters into my own hand, not being able to speak without constant shooting pain in your neck. 2019 was a great year for me. Wait, let me rephrase that. 2019 was a crazy year for me. My producer and I have been preparing for 2019 for the past couple of years to release new music and to take on new projects. It was going super well. In fact, it was going great. We were dropping song after song, week after week, and we were getting so much love and good feedback on our music on social media until 8 months into 2019. August 8th, to be exact. Out of a clear blue sky, I suddenly got really fucking sick. My throat began hurting, not just while swallowing. You got a sick mind. But as soon as I spoke, or even when I started to sing, my voice would be in pure agony and I could feel a shooting pain on the left side of my throat. In addition to this, my body was aching, I felt constant fatigue, I was getting cold sweats, I had fever, I lost my sense of... I was gonna say I lost my sense of hope in the world, but not like that. I lost my appetite. And I was feeling very unwell and very weak. And as if that was not hell enough, the doctor that I went to said I had a common cold and an infection and that a prescribed antibiotic would help me. Right. My 4th espresso of the day, by the way. I rested for a couple of days and then I went back to work, where 80% of my shift I worked as a trainer for new employees. 80% of my day would consist of speaking, and I couldn't speak. Or maybe it sounded like I could speak, but it was hurting so much and no one really understood it. So I couldn't speak, and I couldn't leave work because I didn't get a sick leave from the doctor because the doctor didn't think I was sick enough. Do you see my dilemma? So I did my own research. I found out that it could potentially be mononucleosis, which is a virus that's in the same family as herpes, but it's not herpes, but it's spread through the same way. It gives you like very swollen tonsils, and yeah, people can have different symptoms, but in my case it completely matched mono, so I was like, I must have this. During this time, my flatmate and producer, same guy, also got sick. Yeah, that's awkward. Right, so we had this contagious virus that spread through bodily fluid that, yeah, we must have shared a cup or something. Yeah, so we both decided to go and see the doctors on the same day. With his work, he got private healthcare, so he got tested for mono on the same day. And the results came back a few days later and showed positive in his case. He was given sick leave for, I think, 2 weeks to recover. I also went back to the doctors. Not once, not twice, not 3 times, not even 5 times. I think I went 6 or 7 times, begging them to do a proper checkup on me just for mono, because I was sure I had mono. The majority of doctors that I went to see did a physical checkup, so they would put a little wooden stick on my tongue, and then they would, you know, light a little flashlight down my throat, and they would be like, right, you don't have mono, because usually mono has like the physical properties of swollen tonsils. Kind of looks like a margarita pizza. There. Anyways, this went on for weeks and I was demoted from my job because I kept on missing shifts, so I had to take unpaid leave, and I get that, they're a big company. In the middle of September, the pain hadn't gone away, I was still feeling sick. I realized that I had to take matters into my own hands and I wouldn't get help in Stockholm. So I went down to my parents' hometown, about 8 hours south of Stockholm, down in Malmö. And it took me 2 days and 2 visits to convince the doctors down here to take the right blood tests on me. I asked them, I said, if it's a matter of cost, I'll happily pay up, but I want to take this test. Right, so they took the blood, they sent it to a lab. The lab guys. It takes about 3 days. I went back up to Stockholm, and I believe it was September 25th. I got a phone call. And it was the doctor. She confirmed I had mono. Oh my god, I was so happy. I remember sitting on the bus and I just felt this weight just falling off my shoulders. She confirmed that she could give me a sick leave over the phone, so she sent all the paperwork to my company, blah 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 blah. I get to leave for 12 days and just sleep. But this really is not the point of my video. The point about this story is to talk about what happened afterwards. For mono, it usually takes 2 to 3 months before the body fully recovers. My voice never came back to normal, and parts of my body were still aching. In other words, my voice gave up on me. The hardest thing for me was to accept that I would need a lot of patience for my voice to get back to normal again, even long after I had mono, if it would ever come back to normal. Not being able to speak without constant shooting pain in your neck is very frustrating. Not being able to sing, not being able to work out the same way like I did before, really took a toll on me and became very destructive. As it's all I ever wanted to do, and I made a lot of sacrifices and made a lot of decisions around the notion and the idea that I would use my voice as the centerpiece of my career. So what happened was I became more and more sad. I began distancing myself from social gatherings. I stopped hanging out with friends. I also stopped posting on social media because I didn't think I had any self-worth. I got lower and lower self-esteem. I was angry at the world for leaving me in this situation alone, and I was angry at my family and my friends for not really understanding what I was going through, and I just felt like I had to deal with this myself. Also, my body hurt all the time. It hurt when I worked out, it hurt when I spoke, it hurt when I sang, it hurt when I lay down, it hurt when I sat up, it hurt when I went out for a run, it hurt all the time, and there was nothing I could do about it. Being as I am, I tried to be motivated and spent a lot of my own money trying to figure out what was wrong with me and what could I do to fix it. I've completed 2 speech therapist programs. I've been to chiropractors, I've been to naprapaths, I've been to physiotherapists, I've been to ENT doctors, I did an acupuncture program, I did the Wim Hof method, I watched hundreds if not thousands of YouTube videos and done the exercises accordingly, and nothing has helped. I felt like everyone had failed me, and I was so angry at everyone. Although my life has felt like pure misery, I think one of the good things that's come out of this is that I began to read a lot. Not the books most people read, whether that's like Harry Potter and 50 Shades of Grey. I know who you are. But I started to read a lot of motivational books, self-growth, leadership, and things that I could be motivated by. And from all the books that I've read so far, they all have a few common themes. 1, success is cultivated. No one is born successful. It takes a lot of practice. 2, if you tune into your spiritual nature, the universe is constantly trying to communicate with you. You just have to open your senses and listen. 3, the brain can be reprogrammed. So all your thought patterns and all the negative thoughts that you have about yourself, you can turn into positive, good thinking that will have good outcomes. 4, it's all about small, daily habits. Now, after over 2 years of living in this misery, I've decided that I'm not gonna let this sickness define me. Day by day, little by little, I'm going to improve. Day by day, little by little, I'm gonna become better. I'm gonna make this pain that I have, I'm gonna make it my... I know this is super cliche. This book by Robin Sharma, The 5 AM Club, there's a passage that I read a couple of days ago that I'm gonna read to you. Get your listening ears on. I'm gonna have a little sip of coffee. Alright. Listen to this. And if you can't hear me because of my accent or whatever, maybe I speak too fast, listen to it again. Maybe in slow motion even. Here it goes. The hero does not become great during periods of comfort. The illustrious and noble souls of our world became strong, brave, and moral, while standing resolutely in the storms of adversity, difficulty, and doubt. It is in the moment that you face your deepest weakness that you receive the chance to forge your greatest strengths. Real power, then, comes not from a life of ease, but one of intense effort, devoted discipline, and demanding action in the direction of what your supreme self knows to be right. To continue at the time when you ache to stop. To advance when you long to quit. To persist in the instant when you feel like giving up is to claim your membership among the great warriors and honorable characters who led the humanity to a better place through their earned invincibility. Wow, I'm getting like goosebumps. Right. This is my new attitude. I've been blessed to get this setback and this really difficult task of having pain in my voice. And I will do whatever I can in my own power to overcome it. I will not be hard on myself. I will always strive to do the best in every situation. I will accumulate growth 1% at a time, become 1% better every day. I will have no more excuses. I'm not gonna fall a victim anymore. I'm not gonna talk a lot about how shitty my situation is, but I'm gonna do something about it. I will be a hero in my own story. I will love more. I will smile more. So I will do things differently from now on. And this video is here as a reminder for me, but also for you guys if you find yourself in a similar situation. This is where the journey begins. And I'm gonna use this channel to post more videos where I can be myself. And I think as well the best way to drive change is to become a role model yourself and sort of become the best version of yourself that you can be. And through that you can inspire other people to become the very, very, very best version of themselves. And finally, I really want to make music that touches people's hearts. But that's not gonna happen today, it's not gonna happen tomorrow, but improve 1% day by day and I'm gonna be there. That being said, welcome to my rebirth. If you made it this far into the video, I just want to say I appreciate you a lot, and please leave a comment. You can just leave a little like emoji so I know that you've watched the entire video. I hope you got some value from this. So I found a little motto I used to say, and I'm gonna bring it back because that's very much me. So as long as you're happy and you're not hurting anyone else, right? Much love. I'll catch you guys in my next vlog. Bye.